Hello friends, welcome to my channel Grammarian Bahai, and today let's solve the last lesson of Treasure Chest from class 10 book. So here I will discuss only the questions and extracts given in the workbook. So let's begin. And if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. So let's begin. So here is the multiple choice question. So the first one, who is I referred to in the first paragraph of the story? So here option C is correct. Why did the narrator dread going to school? So here option B is correct. Number 3, what was the first thought that came to the narrator's mind when he started for school? So here option C is correct. Number 4, what was the usual thing that was missing when the narrator entered the school? So here option B is correct. Number 5, what sort of attire was donned by Fran's teacher during his last French class? So here option C is correct. Number 6, name the figure of speech used in the line given below. So here option B is correct. Next, number 7, why were the village people sitting on the back benches in the class? So here option D is correct. Number 8, why did Hamel say that it would be his last lesson? So here option B is correct. Number 9, the new master comes tomorrow. Who was supposed to be the new master? So here option A is correct. Number 10, what a thunderclap these words were to me. The words were option C is correct. Number 11, here you have to choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order. So here option C is correct. The last one, select the option that shows the correct relationship between statements 1 and 2. So here option B is correct. So now let's discuss the context questions. You go through by the extract. Let me directly provide you the solutions. So the first question, who is referred to as I in the extract? Where was he? Why does he think of running away? So the answer will be I is referred to the narrator Franz. He was outside near the woods. He thinks of running away because the weather was good and the activities outside was more appealing and attractive than going to school. Second question, why does he want to spend the day outdoors? Which of his characteristics trait is revealed from his wish? So the answer will be Franz wants to spend the day outside because the weather is warm and bright. The birds are chirping and the Persian soldiers are drilling in the open field. He wishes to enjoy the nature than going to school. It is revealed about his desire for freedom. Next, number 3. What is the presence of Prussian soldiers a reference to, which is revealed later in the story? How does their presence affect the people? So the answer will be Prussian soldiers have occupied France. Their presence signifies the loss of French identity. They imposed German language and culture on the French people. It affects the people by instilling a sense of fear, helplessness, because their country is being captured by foreign forces. Next, number 4. What does the narrator find more tempting than the rule of participles? Does he fall for the temptation? What does he do? So the answer will be Franz finds outside activities such as the chirping of birds and warmth bright day more tempting than the rule for participles. No, he does not fall for the temptation and he hurries off to school. Next, number 5. Explain briefly the characteristics of the person referred to as I in the extract. So the answer will be the characteristics of Franz is revealed as his tendency to daydream and his desire for freedom. As a student, he fulfills his duty. He goes to school despite temptation of good and warmth weather. Next extract number 2, and the first question is, who is addressing whom in this extract? How has the narrator described his tone before the beginning of this extract? So the answer will be, the teacher M. Hamill is addressing to his students. The narrator has described M. Hamill's tone as serious and solemn. Next question, why does the narrator say that it would be his last lesson? Which lesson is he talking about? So the answer will be, the narrator says that it would be his last class because the order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the school. He is referring to the last French class. Next, number 3, what order has come from Berlin? Why? So the answer will be, the order has come from Berlin to teach only German language in the school. It is done as a result of the annexation and to Germanize the people and suppress the French culture and language. Number 4, who is referred to in the extract as the new master? How would this new master affect the people of Alsace and Lorraine? So the answer will be, German teacher is referred to as the new master who will replace M. Hamill. The new master would end French education and impose German language and culture in the region. People would lose their culture identity. Next, number 5, explain briefly how is the last lesson an appropriate title for the story. So the answer will be, the last lesson is an appropriate title for the story because it symbolizes the end of French education and loss of French cultural heritage. It is also the last lesson for French by M. Hamill. Next, extract number 3, and the first question is, what has Franz done for which Hamill said that he would not scold him? Why? So the answer will be, Franz has not learned his lesson. Hamill said that he would not scold him because it was his last class and now students had to learn German and not French. So he was feeling bad and sad. Next question, to whom is Hamill referring to by using the pronoun we? What is suggested by it? So the answer will be, we is used here for teacher and the students. He suggested that they all have been guilty of not learning French language. Number 3, what have they said every day to themselves? What are its consequences? So the answer will be, every day they have said to themselves that they have plenty of time to learn and they will do it tomorrow. The consequence of it is that they lost the opportunity to learn since French education is replaced by German. Next, number 4, who are the fellows referred to in this extract? What will they say to them? Are they right in saying so? Give reason to support your answer. So the answer will be, fellows are referred to the German authorities. They would criticize the people for not able to speak or write their own language, despite claiming to be French. Yes, in some extent they are right. Impose the people to learn German, and so they will lose their culture and not able to preserve their French identity. Next, number 5, explain briefly the theme indicated in this extract. So the answer will be, people were given opportunity to learn their languages, but kept on postponing and took it for granted to learn it later, but they lost their language and culture when it was replaced by German language due to the annexation by Germany. Next extract number 4, and the first question is, what does Hamel say about the French language? So the answer will be, Hamel says that the French language is the most beautiful language in the world, clearest and the most logical. Second question, what happened to people when they do not learn the language? How does the language act as a key to prison of the enslaved? So the answer will be, people when do not learn their language, they lose a vital part of their culture and heritage and made as slave. Language is a key to prison of enslaved as it serves as a symbol of identity and resistance against oppression. Number 3, why did Franz feel that he was able to clearly understand the last lesson taught by Hamel quite easily? Why could not we understand it earlier? So the answer will be, Franz felt that he was able to clearly understand the last lesson taught by Hamel quite easily because he listened more carefully than before. Earlier, he could not understand because he did not pay proper attention and did not realize the importance of learning language. Number 4, why did Hamel put extra effort to teach the students in his last class? So the answer will be, Mr. Hamel put extra effort to teach the students in his last class because he knew that it was their final opportunity to learn French before it was replaced by German language. He wanted to make his student not only to learn language but also to make them realize the importance of preserving their language and culture. Number 5, explain briefly how was Hamel a patriot who wanted to instill among his students the love for their language and respect for their country. So the answer will be, Hamel's dedicated service in teaching French language reflects his patriotism and love for his country. He wanted to instill among the students the importance of their language and heritage. He wanted to foster a sense of national pride and identity. And if you think the video is helpful to you, please subscribe the channel and like the video.